What's up? So I have been gone forever, it seems like. I want to say around April of last year, I kind of just like, I fell off the bandwagon, kind of just stopped. Every time I try to get back on keto, for some reason, I got like sucked back into just eating whatever. Had I just done it right and ate healthy, I probably wouldn't have gained all my weight back, but I was eating donuts, all the dumb stuff that you shouldn't be eating. But hey, here we are again, new season of keto. We're gonna try to do it at least 21 days, you know, because the email I send to people, I say, hey, why don't you try to do 21 days without cheating? So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 21 days without cheating. I'm gonna read off what I had today. You're welcome to add me to MyFitnessPal, and you can actually see what I had. You know, I had 8 for the day, and it should tell you the macros and all that good stuff. But let's see here. All right, so this morning I had keto coffee, which is what everybody should do, or at least just shotgun, you know, a tablespoon or 2 of coconut oil. I know it sounds crazy, or MCT oil. Sounds crazy, but if you don't like keto coffee, I mean, a shot goes down pretty quickly and it's kind of over with, so, you know. And yes, it will break your fast. Anything other than water will break your fast. They say that you can drink like tea and coffee and all that, but again, your body has to break down the caffeine. So if you truly want to fast, just drink water. But if you want to drink black coffee in the morning and continue to do your blood sugar's not raising fast, go right ahead. All right, so again, this morning I had keto coffee. That's going to be 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and about 2.5-ish of heavy whipping cream with about 6 to 8 ounces of coffee. I had 2 fried eggs. I had 2 fried pieces of bacon. No, let's move on to lunch. So lunch, I tried the Heavenly Hazelnut Bang Keto Coffee for the first time. It wasn't my favorite taste. I have some arguments about it, but we're gonna leave that for another video because I hate when people put the label keto on there and then it's not. So whatever. Again, so lunch, I had these little like cheddar smoked sausages. I'll show you the pictures of everything I ate. That way you can kind of get a visual representation of what I'm eating. I sliced up a whole jalapeno pepper and sauteed it. And I had some ranch dressing. I put 2 tablespoons on here, but I didn't eat 2 tablespoons. Also with the celery, my stepdaughter Avery had more celery than I had, so I'm just gonna leave it on there because it's minute. Also, I had, let's see here. That's all I had. And then for a snack, I had just a cheese stick. Again, this is all in the video. For dinner, we did ground beef, which I buy the 73-27% fat kind. I think has the most fat in it. It doesn't really matter. Just get whichever one you like the best. I had some more ranch. This time I did have the whole 2 tablespoons. I had 60 grams of broccoli. Yeah, that seems like a lot, but it's broccoli. It's good for you. So remember, things that are good for you, don't be counting them against you. Like, oh my gosh, that was 4 grams of carbs. It doesn't matter. It's freaking broccoli, yo. Yeah, eat broccoli. Also had some hard-boiled eggs with that. That's going to lead me back to what I was going to talk to you guys about as far as you could meal prep certain things. Like a lot of times I'll take a whole package of bacon and bake it and then put it in a Ziploc bag. That way I don't have to cook it in the morning, and I get the grease from it. That way I can cook my eggs with the bacon grease, because eggs cooked in bacon grease are amazing. Unless you don't like that type of thing, but I love it. And, you know, like today when I sauteed the jalapeno and the little hot dog things, or the cheddar bratwurst, whatever it is, I cooked it in that bacon grease, so it's going to up the fat on it a little bit, plus it gives it a better taste. So after I finished dinner, I made up me some keto hot chocolate. Many ways to do this. My favorite way is to buy Perfect Keto. I know it's expensive. It's like, I think 15 servings for $30. I know it's expensive, but when you start adding up, you know, you're putting cocoa in there, you're putting stevia in there, you're putting heavy whipping cream. It gets to the point where it doesn't taste near as good, and I can afford the $2 a cup. So you think about it. So for 30 days of doing keto, it cost me $60. You can make that argument to anybody. I know people pay for supplements all the time, so it's one of those deals. I'd rather have that. Many other things you could do as far as cooking that. You could even have another keto coffee if you wanted to, or just shotgun the oil. This is what I prefer, is 1 scoop of that keto collagen, Perfect Keto, and then I do 1 tablespoon of butter, and then I do about 2.5 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. It's good to me. I like that. So again, at the end of the day, my macros come out to be 77% fat, 19% protein, and 4% carbohydrates. So the fat coming in at 196 grams. I shoot for 150 to 200 every day. The protein is 108 grams. It's almost half of what I do in fat. I like to do it that way. You do not have to do it that way. Do not get tangled up in the whole protein thing. If your protein is really close to your fat, that's fine. Just make sure you're getting over 100 grams of fat. Just do it. You'll thank me later. And the carbohydrates was at 25 grams. That keto coffee bang drink had like 9 grams of carbs in it, which just baffles me. But whatever, they're gonna say fiber negates it and all that. I don't believe in discrediting anything. If you ate those carbohydrates, you ate them. I mean, I ended up with 25 grams, very close to the 30 mark that I try to stay under. So thank goodness I didn't go over that. A couple things that I was going to remind you of is, just don't sweat the small stuff. Like, if it has just a little bit more carbs in it than you think you should have, don't worry about that. Those little bitty incremental things are what's going to keep you from having a better diet. Just keep eating things that you can eat. Find new things to eat. I'm going to do this for 21 days, so at least have a 21-day meal plan, if you will, just by watching these videos. But again, I weighed in at 231 pounds, and I'm around 26% body fat. So we're going to see all that plummet within the next 90 days or so. I'll keep you updated. I'm currently not going to the gym because I'm getting over being sick. I would have shot these videos a 3 days ago, but I've been sick, so couldn't. I did fast yesterday for 24 hours. So that's up to you if you want to do the fasting. I personally like fasting, but I don't do it all the time. I definitely don't do it all the time because I like to have food and I don't like to be restricted. But again, I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, keep it keto.